If you pay any attention to the news, you'll notice that there's a lot of negative sentiment that's going around right now. And a lot of people are probably thinking, yo, I should probably not invest. And there are three main reasons why people are thinking that right now. Reason number one, inflation. It has been 40-year high, 7%. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody's afraid because inflation keeps going up. A lot of people are scared of what the Fed will do in response to that, which is to increase interest rate. And if the Fed increases interest rate, everybody is scared that, oh my God, it's going to cause the market to crash. And so everybody's like, don't invest just yet, because as the Fed increases interest rate, the market is going to crash. And then the third thing that's happening right now is the Ukraine and Russia conflict that's going on right now. So that's another global crisis that's happening that everybody's freaking out about. But the problem is, stuff like this happens all the time. The only issue is we don't remember it. We have a terrible memory. I saw a quote once where it says that the way we perceive time is horrible. The way we think about time is terrible. We don't have a good enough memory about the past, so we forget the things that have happened before. We think that the present is going to continue forever, and so we only plan for the situations that are happening right now, as the future is unknown. So there's always going to be a reason for you not to invest money. There's always going to be some kind of negative news. I mean, if we look back, if we just do a quick rewind, in 2008, after the financial crisis, everybody kept on expecting another double dip to happen. Why? Because they believed that what the Fed was doing and everybody was doing was going to cause a massive panic and everything was going to fall apart. Since that point in 2008 till this point, the market is up 500+%. So if you decided, oh my gosh, I got to listen to all of these people and do nothing, you just missed one of the greatest bull markets of all time. Okay, if you want to talk about the global crisis, from 2008 to 2015, around there, we had something called the Greece financial crisis, where everybody thought that was going to cause another huge problem. I mean, that was a problem, but everybody thought that was going to break the entire world. But guess what? Since that point till now, the market is up over 200%. Okay, if you think, oh man, you're thinking too far back, okay, fine. 2018 into 2019, we had a trade war with China, which by the way is still happening, and everybody thought that was going to bring down the market. Did it? So there's always going to be reasons for you not to invest your money. There's always going to be reasons why you shouldn't put your money into the S&P 500. There's always going to be reason for you to wait to see what might happen. But here's the problem though. Every second and every day that you choose to wait, and every time you choose to try to time the market to know the perfect time that it's going to happen, guess what usually happens? You get even more scared, because as the market goes down, you freak out and say, yo, I need to know when the bottom is going to happen. And then when things start changing around, guess what? Sentiment doesn't change that quickly. So the market is going to start running back positive, but the sentiment surrounding the market will still be very much negative. And so if you decide, I'm just going to find the bottom, and you keep waiting it out and waiting it out and waiting it out, guess what? You're just missing a lifetime of gains. You're missing a lifetime of an opportunity to build something great for yourself. Remember that the goal when it comes to investing is not for you to find the perfect time. It's for you to make sure that you survive long enough to see compounding continue to do its thing in the markets. So for a lot of us, especially if you're around my age, I'm 27 by the way, and you have a long runway, there is absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be investing today. Because what you're doing is you're preparing for 20, 30, 40 years down the road. You don't need this money right now. You're investing it for the future you. So look, ignore all the naysayers. Ignore all the noise about global climate and all this other stuff. If you believe that the future that we are working towards is going to be better than where we are today, you shouldn't even be worried about anything. You should be investing all the time. However, if you're pessimistic about the future, then yeah, you probably should not be investing. But if you're somebody who believes that our tomorrow is going to be brighter than what we have today, you should definitely be invested in the market. And so your question is like, so how do I do this? It's very simple. Dollar cost average. Every single month or every single week or every bi-weekly, depending on what schedule you want to make it on, put a certain amount of money into the markets. Invested in a total market index fund, or invested in a US index fund, or invested in a total international market index fund. Something like VXUS, which is one that is offered from Vanguard, or VTI or VOO. Those are ETF versions of their index funds. But just do it on a regular schedule. If it's $200, just do the $200 every 2 weeks or whatever. But just make sure it's automated and it's happening without you even having to think about it. So that way you don't have to pay attention to what's happening right now in the news. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all learned one, maybe two things out of this entire thing. And if you did, hit that like button. If you enjoyed it, share this podcast. Share this video with one person that you love, one person that you hate, and one person you're just kind of like about. And by that time, you'd have shared it with every single person that you know. It's been your boy Kalechi. I'm gonna catch y'all up on the next one. Remember, generosity is always greater than greed. God bless each and every single one of y'all, and I'm out. Peace.